Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alondra Elizabeth. Thank you for being here. For once, this is going to be a timely video. I've been posting, 5 tips for every year of law school, and I already did 1L year and 2L year, and I just released them when I was able to do them. And now this video is for the 3Ls. Congratulations, finally getting to your last year of law school. I remember how that felt. It was exciting, you were ready to be done, and also a little overwhelming because you knew what was coming once you graduated with the bar and everything. So I've been there. I definitely know how that feels. And so I honestly did some homework. I rewatched my old vlogs and posts to just really get myself back into that mindset. And I was screaming, crying, throwing up, and just laughing at the realness of those videos sometimes of dang, I did not hold back. I was going through it. And so I remembered all the how that felt. And so I do have 5 tips for the incoming 3Ls, which like I said, I'm excited because it's finally timely. You can see it in the last month or so before school starts. This first one, I don't remember when you chose classes, so it may be a little late, so sorry about that. But my first tip is to try to organize your schedule so that you have your lightest classes possible for your spring semester of 3L year. The bar comes creeping at you so fast. You are already feeling nervous about 3L year because you know that all of these things for the bar are starting to happen. There's deadlines and all that stuff. So come your spring semester, that becomes even more so. It doesn't take up your entire life, but it would just be better for you if you kept your class load light for your last semester. I know a lot of people in my year, their 3L year spring semester, they had 0 finals. I still had 2 finals just because of the nature of the way my 2L year worked out. I still had a few classes to take that required finals my both semesters of law school 3L year, and also I chose to take every single bar course. So people didn't take some of them, so they didn't have finals, but I chose to take all of them. So I did have finals for some of those, and you obviously wouldn't be able to do them just your 2L year. So I had some of those leading to 3L year. So just do your best at keeping your schedule light. The 2 finals were still fine for me spring semester, except for the one class that was just the bane of my existence. But do your best at that, and do not fall behind. That would be the best thing about keeping your schedule light and not falling behind with your classes. 3L year is not the year that you want to be out there doing shenanigans and slacking on your homework. Don't get me wrong, senioritis, what the way it was called in high school, comes in hard 3L year. You have 0 interest in being there anymore. Believe me. But it's just not the time. You do not want to be rushing or falling behind. Just do your best. Just do your best. Life hits you. Law school comes with its own ups and downs. You can have the best intentions, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. But that is my tip. Try and keep your schedule the lightest as the year goes on, and try not to fall behind. It is just not the year for that because there is so much more going on. Which brings me to tip number 2, get the bar stuff out of the way. I was recommended to do the moral character application to submit before Thanksgiving. So that was my deadline that I wanted to have for myself. I did submit, I believe, literally the day before Thanksgiving, my moral character application, which is quite extensive. It does take a long time. It wants all of your job history you've ever done, all the places you've ever lived in since you turned 18, your references, and the reference part isn't too much in terms of they only get an email link that they fill out, and so it's not time consuming on their part, but you need to make sure you're choosing who your references are, giving them the heads up and all of that stuff. And your references can't be your supervisors and managers that you've had out of the job. So it does take time. It takes your time to decide who are you picking, to remember all of your history in terms of addresses and jobs. That can be time consuming, and putting that in there is time consuming. I do find that the interface was better than Arizona's in terms of the website, the feel, and the way it works, but it's still just a lot of information. So it does take time, and obviously you're in school, so you don't have like free time to just do it, right? So just my recommendation to you all is to do what I did and submit it before Thanksgiving, because I got my moral character approved by January or February, I believe. So that was a huge weight off my shoulders as the school year continued in that last semester. Like, I know people who were stressing about doing moral character that last semester. Don't. Like, you don't want that. Like, enjoy your life. You want to be able to enjoy your last semester with your friends. You want to be able to enjoy all the events leading up to graduation. You want to be able to like enjoy getting a head start on bar prep during that last semester if you can. And yes, just get the moral character out of the way your first semester. If you hopefully were able to do the MPRE before you even got to 3L year, which is my tip for 2Ls, then even better. If not, like, you're gonna have to do it that first semester anyway, because you do not want to have to be dealing with that post bar, that's for sure. So try and do all of that your fall semester of law school 3L year. And one thing to note for the moral character, you do need to get fingerprinted. So that was my delay. I had to do that I couldn't do it until December because I just didn't know where. So since it's still summer, like, go ahead and do a quick little search. Like, where can you get live scan fingerprints done in your city, so that you already know once you open up your moral character, once you submit all that stuff, you already have where you're going to go and you don't have to be looking for one during the school year. So that is my tip. Like, find your live scan fingerprint location and make sure to submit your moral character application before Thanksgiving, so that that is done, out of the way, and like they can take however long they want to take to process you. I think Elisa ended up submitting hers around the same time as I did, but hers took longer for some reason, but she still got it done way before others did because she took the time to submit it prior to the ending of fall semester. So that is in your best interest. You do not need that added pressure. You do not want to be dealing with any of that going into spring. Just take my word for it and please get that done sooner rather than later. For your third tip, enjoy moments every last first class. Say yes to the lunch with your law school friends. Like, say yes to the coffees with your favorite professors. Like, reach out to them. I mean, because they're busy too, right? So like, if you do have a favorite professor and you want to have a conversation with them, like, reach out to them. Like, now's the time. Like, I was going to be moving out of the city where I was in law school, so I knew that after the bar and everything I wouldn't be there. So I definitely tried my best to just enjoy the moments, which I don't think I did a great job of doing my first 2 years. So my 3L year, I was really just like, yes, you know, being more willing to go and hang out, because you've been with these people for a long time. These are going to be your peers. Really just soak it all up. Law school felt long a lot of the times, but it went fast. 3 years is relatively a short period of time in comparison to like our lifespans, right? So it's a fleeting moment. Like, it took a lot of you, but it's fleeting. So enjoy all the good, all the ugly, just everything in between. Really soak it all in. And then my fourth tip is to stay organized. As a 3L, there is a lot happening. Hopefully you're not as involved in student orgs as you may have been in your second year, or you are. I was slightly less involved as my second year in law school, but I was still pretty involved. There was still a couple of leadership positions that I held, and I was still working 2 part-time jobs. So there was still a lot that was happening for me 3L year, on top of school and on top of all the bar things you need to do before you can actually sit for it. So there was a lot. So it was still pretty much like, stay organized. In order for you to be able to enjoy all the good, you need to be making sure you're staying on top of it all, and like, keep up your study habits. Same thing as what I said at the beginning. Like, you do not want to be falling behind. This is definitely not the year you want to be falling behind. Keep up with your study habits. What worked for you in the past 2 years, like, there is no reason to make anything else up or do something different or new. Just do what works. Just stick to it and keep doing the things that keep you sane. You know, like, you're pampering nice, your face mask, doing your nails, you're running, you're exercising, just you're sleeping, your eating habits. This, I think, is a good time starting to figure out routines that worked, so that when bar prep came around, you weren't having to struggle figuring out how to keep yourself sane. So this is just the time. Like 3L year just feels better than the first 2 years because you're excited to be almost out, but it comes with its own stressors and things to worry about. So keep yourself rooted, just keep yourself grounded. And I think I've said that for all 3 years, because each year is its own mental game. Like there's different things that are stressing you out and causing you to maybe feel more imposter syndrome or just feel more stress. Like it's different stressors and it's different things that envelop your mind. So that's why I've basically said a version of keep yourself grounded and just stay rooted, because that doesn't go away necessarily. And I haven't felt that go away in my career thus far. I don't think it does. So I think it's a lifelong journey of ensuring that you are doing the best you can to take care of yourself. And I think going into bar prep and finishing off your last year of law school, it is of the utmost importance to really do that for yourself, honestly. And then my fifth tip, honestly, I had a hard time getting to 5 tips for 3L year, because I think the biggest things are literally the bar stuff and continuing the will to live. Like keep going, because like I said, like, yeah, you're done. Once you get through to 3L year, like you don't want to be there anymore. You're like, I don't care about the midterms, if you have any. I don't care about these finals. Like, I just want to get out of here. I just want to be done, right? I know how that feels. So yeah, just keep going, just keep showing up. Make it just a little game for yourself, you know, like just this one last thing and hasta la vista, baby. It's just, yeah, it's like the marathon is finally almost done. Like you can see the finish line, right? And it's like now you're dealing with all these injuries and all these things you maybe have had come up in the last 2 years of this marathon, and you're almost there, but you're starting to really feel like the pain the pain in your back, in your knees, in your ankles, you know, like you're really starting to like feel it, like, oh, I'm almost there, how do I get there? And I know for me, like I was feeling really burnt out by that last year, and I know other people who also mentioned the same thing. And I remember asking, like, how do you get rid of feeling the burnout feeling before you all of a sudden have to go into bar prep? And they were like, no, you can't. There's nothing you can do. And it felt so negative to hear that. And I don't know if I can say anything better besides, if you're actually like, if I caught you at the right time and you're watching this before you're going into that year, just like literally just keep going, try your best to take care of yourself during this year. You're still gonna have that bit of burnout because it's just been a marathon. It's been 3 whole years of this, and you really wish that when you walk that stage it's the last thing and you're done, but it's not. So you just have to like do the best to keep that last, like I said, like that last spring semester as light as you can, and try and just get on top of it. Like keep going in terms of submitting your moral character, submitting the application for the bar, like submitting all these things that you need to do logistically, and keep showing up for your classes, and just keep showing up and doing your best that you can, without hopefully at this point like things like outlining and taking a final like don't feel that horrible, because you've been doing them for a long time. Like obviously you're stressed because like you don't want to fail, like obviously, but I do remember thinking like, yeah, like I've been there, done that. We've been doing this for years now. Like it's not a new thing, it's not necessarily an overwhelming thing. It's just like studying takes time, and it's annoying, and it's boring. You don't want to do it. So it really is just about continuing to take a step every day, to just keep showing up. Like you've been showing up for yourself up to this point. You've gotten this far. It's just one more thing that needs to get done. And so just keep showing up, do the thing, and it'll all work out It'll all work out eventually. Like you've kept at it this far, no matter what happens, no matter what trips you up, no matter what new challenge or what new thing occurs this last year. Like, give yourself that, like, kudos of all the work you've put in, all the energy you've put in, and the grace to just accept that things are going to happen and you're going to be able to figure it out, even if it takes you a second. Okay, so yeah, just now I'm having flashbacks from all the videos I saw from me literally a year ago at this point. But I mean, I'm out the other side. California bar isn't what I wanted, and I wasn't allowed to retake it. That's still a trauma I'm working through. But at the end of the day, like, it'll work out. And this last year is just a year to really enjoy it. I don't miss taking law school finals, but I do miss my brain could hold. Just the idea of, like, wow, you're so capable. Like, you really did that. I mean, I personally don't even know if I would have it in me if I randomly got told to do that again, but I knew I had it in me then, and I knew I did it then. And that, to me now, reflecting on it, it's just like awe-inspiring. So you all continue to be inspiring to others, even if you don't feel like it. You continue to be amazing folks to have decided to go into this career and to have gotten out of it, especially given the climate right now. Like, I just know that is a lot that is also taking up headspace for you. But you will succeed. You will get through this. Everyone's journey is a different journey and it's a different timeline. And these 5 tips that I've got for you, like, take them as you will. I feel like I didn't say much this time, but as 3Ls, like, y'all got this, okay? You got this. You don't even need me. You don't need this video. You can do this. So I am 100% rooting for you. It's even a little bit helpful, at least giving you a space to reflect and just really think about how you want this year to go. You are in the driver's seat and you can still decide. So congrats. And good luck. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.